Hey, hello. So our team members are Jamie, Nahyun, Ian, Jane, and Benjamin, five of us. And our project title is PPStify, as it is a website that allows users to listen to music playlists and study both in the same time. And we divided our tasks into two main roles, which were technology section, which Jamie and I took charge of, and the rest of the members, Ian, Jane, and Benjamin, took charge of drafting documents and researching for potential resources. So at the initial state, we try to use like actual MP3 files to make a playlist, but we faced some problems regarding that, like finding songs that had no copyrights that prevented us from reaching those files. So we decided to link this YouTube video as shown on the screen to uh, implement the playlist. And as for a brief overview, there's this buttons that just basically work to shift between songs. And I used all JS, CSS, HTML to create this website. And also for the function that randomizes colors that appear in the screen, this is just for aesthetic. I use JS for this, and this is the humanity playlist for our website, but actually our homepage, we didn't get a chance to touch that much for the aesthetics, but we divided the playlist into three sections, and the rest of the challenges and specific functions other members will be explaining. And I guess I'll let Jamie to jump in now to explain our website's function.
So the website function was like the purpose of the website was to inform people how music was connected with life. And we sorted out what music fits into what category. As you saw before, you saw things like humanity, technology, and more. And it showed how different types of music can kind of connect to what task you're doing. And also here, people can find what types of music they actually like to listen to. And as Nahyun said, the name was SPPStify, as in Spotify, a famous music playing company. And next, Ian will talk.
Okay, so I'm not sure if everyone's kind of familiar with the platform Spotify because it is a US platform of music, but it just came to Korea like a few months ago. But there in Spotify, there's a function that actually enables listeners to find their best categorical find their music that eventually fits with their main pursuits. So some people may be bothered with music because it can disturb them when they are doing work or other activities. Like for example, if someone is peacefully eating a snack, or if they're trying to play a game very peacefully and suddenly very loud rock music comes out on their earphones, then it suddenly ruins their entire mood. So this website we actually created where had a purpose to set the mood depending on the person's status, meaning that if the person actually had lots of activities going on, then we can probably turn on some happy or like pleasant music as a whole. So we divided into three main categories, which was STEM music, humanity, and also electives. So for instance, STEM, it included a song called Cradles by Suburban. So it was based on the idea of education and even more mathematical concepts too. And for humanity, it basically dealt with societal norms, stereotypes, and all the concepts that people generally are aware of. So it also had kind of a dark mood as a whole. And electives meant more specific terms of professions and which everyone prevalently knows it. So as a whole, these three were the main distinguished parts. And then moving on to accomplishments. So although not all of our team members were skillful at coding, because Nahyun and Jamie were the ones that probably worked on coding the most, we have made great accomplishments in effectively dividing the tasks according to what each member could do in this project. So additionally, we divided up into two main tasks where Nahyun and Jamie basically worked on coding the website, while other members, me, Benjamin, and Jane, worked on choosing what songs to add to the website and writing the descriptions for it. Now Jane will explain about the other accomplishments too.
So even though we weren't informed with the general concepts of coding, we have made great progress with the usage of time management. So we were successful in contemplating the main course of website design after watching some few video clips as well. Next, Benjamin will continue.
considering what we initially planned out to do, we believe we have made accomplishment that fulfill the plans we set up earlier on. We believe our SPPStify website we made has a great function of recommending and playing different music of various categories related to academics. Next to is Jamie's explain.
So now I'll talk about the challenges we faced. And despite the accomplishments we made as a team, there were some obstacles that prevented us from implementing a perfect project. So for instance, our team's overall experience was low, as we mentioned in our accomplishments, especially on the backend portion of the website. Our team tried to utilize Firebase to make a sign up and comment function for the music player. However, we were not able to successfully finish that due to the time, and it took way too long to try to set that up. And we also faced problems trying to sign up for Firebase. And next, Jaein will continue.
So Nahyun talked earlier about this. So there were some YouTube videos that were not able to be played on our website due to copyright problems. So in the future, we would like to improve our website by adding the backend portion that we excluded from SPPStify, expanding it as a music platform where users can interact with each other. Thank you.
Okay, great. Oh, that looked very nice. Like very well done, nicely polished. I guess, here as well, you guys mentioned, like another thing, right, that's very common when you're dealing with projects, again, right, is figuring out who's going to work on what, right? Especially, I think you guys had the largest team of any of the projects, right, with whatever it was, 5 or 6 of you, right? And so, yeah, figuring out how you're going to divide things up to kind of take advantage of people's strengths. And then also, for people that are interested in things, sometimes people, maybe you're not as familiar with certain bits of technology, but because you want to learn, you want to take things on as well. And so I think that's also a great learning that you guys had there. I guess, do you guys have any thoughts of keeping this website up longer term and trying to implement some of those extra features that you guys had mentioned, or do you think this is pretty much the end of the road for SPPStify?
I think it's probably going to be the end of the road because maybe some of us might not really want to continue the project. But I'm willing to continue, but I mean, I can't do it alone because I can do it alone, but if there is no one going to like go into the website, and actually, I don't think anyone's gonna actually listen to the website. So I think as a team project,
Yeah.
I think we should do it all together, not by myself.
Sure. Yeah. Again, I think that's also totally reasonable. I'll say that I will definitely click around on you guys' website when I get the chance. I have actually brought it up on my browser, so I'm taking a little bit of a look at it. So I'll be interested to see how this all works. Did anybody have any other questions about SPPStify for our team here?
So are all the videos from YouTube? So basically you kind of embedded those YouTube videos in the websites, if I understand correctly?
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it's generally a good idea. And also, so the website is published, right?
It's published, but send the link through this chat, but I used my own repository for publishing this website. Yeah, I can send the link for it here.
We didn't purchase a domain because we had to pay for that, and yeah.
Sure. No, that's fine. Yeah, again, and like you said, if it's not something that you guys are intending to, keep around and continue to develop, then yeah, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to pay for a domain or anything like that. But yeah, if you guys can keep that up for a bit, it'd certainly be nice for people to be able to try to, click around, whether it's just folks in CSTEM or, other students at SPPS who kind of want to take a look and see what kinds of things people have done. Any other questions? Okay, well, great.